So today we have started our next chapter, that is the chapter number 7. The name of that chapter is Thermal Properties of Matter. Here in this chapter some portions are deleted for this year due to COVID-19. So our first unit is definition of thermal expansion. First we studied what is meant by thermal expansion. So thermal expansion is defined as there is an increase in dimension of a body due to increase in its temperature is called as thermal expansion. Suppose we take an isotropic solid or any metal rod. When it is heated, what happens? There is a change in length, there is a change in its area, or there is a change in its volume. When we consider only there is a change or increase in its length, so that type of expansion is called as linear expansion. Another, when we consider there is a change in area, that type of expansion is called as aerial expansion. And when we consider there is a change in volume, that type of expansion is called as cubical or volume expansion. Now there are three types. We consider first type, or we see first type. So first type is called as linear expansion. So we see what is meant by linear expansion. So linear expansion means when the expansion in the length due to the thermal energy. Thermal energy means when we heat any metal rod or any solid, then there is expansion in length. So that is called as linear expansion of solid. For that, consider here is a metal rod having length L0, which is kept at 0 degrees Celsius. When this metal rod is heated to T degrees Celsius, then there is a increase in its length. So that type is called as increase in length, that is represented by letter LT. LT is the length of rod at T degrees Celsius. So we write here let L0 is the length of rod at 0 degrees Celsius. The rod is heated to T degrees Celsius, then its length is LT. So increase in its length, that increase in its length is given by LT minus L0. So it is directly proportional to number 1, its original length L0 at 0 degrees Celsius. That increase in length is directly proportional to its original length. And number 2, its rise in temperature delta T. So from that equation 1 and 2, we write increase in length is represented by LT minus L0, which is directly proportional to number 1, its original length. Original length is L0 at 0 degrees Celsius and rise in temperature is delta T. When there is this equation can be written as LT minus L0 is equal to say alpha. Alpha is constant into L0T, we call it as equation number 1. Where alpha is the constant, that constant is called as coefficient of linear expansion of a solid. So from equation number 1 we can find value of alpha is equal to LT minus L0 divided by L0 into delta T. If we substitute L0 equal to 1 and delta T equal to T minus T0 is equal to 1 degree Celsius, then our equation becomes alpha equal to LT minus L0, because this denominator should be equal to 1. So from that equation we can define coefficient of linear expansion of a solid is defined as increase in length per unit original length at 0 degree Celsius for 1 degree centigrade rise in its temperature. या अल्फाला आपण म्हणतो त्या ठिकाणी रेखीय प्रसरण गुणक. तर रेखीय प्रसरण गुणकाची व्याख्या आपल्याला कशी करता येईल? याची वाढलेली लांबी भागिले त्याची सुरुवातीची लांबी, ज्यावेळेस टेम्परेचर असेल 0 डिग्री सेल्सिअस प्लस या ठिकाणचं पुन्हा आणखी लिहिता येईल पर डिग्री राईज इन इट्स टेम्परेचर. जेव्हा त्याचं टेम्परेचर आपण या ठिकाणी 1 डिग्रीनं राईज केलं असेल तर या रेशिओला आपण म्हणतो कोइफिशियंट ऑफ लिनियर एक्सपान्शन. सो वी फाइंड आउट SI युनिट. So SI unit of coefficient of linear expansion alpha is given as per degree Celsius or per degree Kelvin. But practically it is not possible to place a rod at 0 degree Celsius. For practical purposes, we use formula for coefficient of linear expansion alpha equal to L2 minus L1 upon L1 in bracket T2 minus T1, where L2 is rise in length, L1 is its initial length when temperature is T1, L2 is its rise in length when temperature is T2, and we got formula for this is alpha is equal to L2 minus L1 divided by L1 T2 minus T1 for the numericals.